The Northeast Texas Choral Society will be presenting a Celtic Christmas next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, December 12th and 13th. Tickets are going fast since the event is by necessity in a smaller venue this year. Choral Society Director Carol Allen was Enola Gay's guest on KSST's Good Morning show on Thursday morning.
This particular concert has been bumped around a little bit. Civic Center is under renovation, and so we had to move concert venue to First United Methodist Church in the sanctuary. To all of us singers, that feels a little bit like home because that has been our rehearsal facility for 18 years. And so we are comfortable there, but it is just a smaller venue. So tickets are at a premium right now.
Well, can I just put in that those of us who aren't always at First Methodist, let's say for worship, because I rarely do go there, it is such a treat to be in there when it's decorated for Christmas and so pristinely beautiful.
It is just beautiful. I mean, even if you weren't about to hear the most glorious, happy, Celtic, wonderful music, just coming and sitting in that space with the windows and I don't know we have a brand new Chrismon tree and it is really tall. I have no idea how many feet it is. 18, 20, something.
And the stained glass windows.
And the stained glass windows and all the beautiful decorations. It does surround you with the feeling of this holy season, Christmas. You can sit down and find your peace, and then here we go with this fabulous music. Oh, my goodness.
A Celtic Christmas.
Yes.
And we haven't done this before.
We have not.
What makes Celtic music Celtic?
Well, you know, Celtic. The word Celtic, the culture Celtic, is not really what we think it is. It goes way, way, way back, and it involves all of Middle Europe and even like Scandinavia. We've done a little bit of a study on it, but suffice it to say that for our interest, for what we hear and know in this century, Celtic music has that distinctly Scottish, Irish. You think of the Bowran drum, that drum that is beat, great big round circle in it, and it's beat with the hand. And you think, of course, of the bagpipes and the penny whistle, all of the flute sounds. That all brings that Celtic sound. And if you are a music person, I will identify it for you by the fact that you're going to hear a lot of 6/8 music. Time in 6/8, and it's speedy and snappy, and it's just it's just so wonderful. It's wonderful to hear.
Well, I think it sounds, which I haven't been to a rehearsal, so I don't know the sound yet, but it sounds like a change from our Christmas carols, which your shows are never alike. And they're never the same. And you're always picking out music from somewhere around the world, a Christmas song we've never heard before.
There will be some of those. Yes, there will be some that you have never heard before. All truly beautiful. And, you know, we've got the advantage at being in the sanctuary of having the double screens, and you will be able to see the words to some of these because the lyrics, the poetry are so, on the ones that are slower and contemplative, the words are marvelous, and you'll be able to see them as well as hear them. But listen, you'll also be able to hear all of your favorite Christmas carols. It's all woven together through all of this. It's just that the carols will be set in the Celtic style.
Okay.
So you'll hear your favorite music for sure.
And you can sort of sing along there and learn, and I think you'll be singing them Celtic style through the rest of Christmas.
You might be. That's right.
It's a new twist on things. Well, I want to know, do you have 100 voices?
You know, actually this semester we're singing with just close to 90 voices. I have a lot of people who are traveling this year, and We're right at about 90 voices. So the singers cover the chancel area up front. And you know this, Enola, the acoustics inside the sanctuary are kind of astonishing. There's very little miking that has to go on, and you are surrounded by this sound of voices. There's nothing quite like it. Honestly, there's not. So, congratulations to everyone who already has a ticket, and we look forward to singing for you. If you do not have a ticket and you wish to come, let's talk about that for a second. I think there are still tickets available for Sunday at 7. Sunday at 2 o'clock is pretty much sold out. And Saturday at 7 o'clock is, I think there may be seats available for that. So Saturday at 7, Sunday at 2, Sunday at 7. If you know how this goes, Enola. You have a ticket, and suddenly at the last moment, you cannot make the performance. So we expect there to be seating when we are 5 minutes out. We will begin to seat people. So I am taking a tiny bit of a risk here, probably, but I want everyone who so wants to come to concert to have an opportunity to do that. We will set up chairs if we need to, and we will make room for everyone we possibly can. Okay. So we have said all along that there will not be ticket sales at the door, but as I think about this, I know that there will be people, there always are. There are always intervening circumstances that keep you from using the ticket that you have. So let's say it that way. Sanctuary seats 350, and we are accustomed to singing for closer to 1,800 or so through any Christmas series. So just if you really want to come, you don't have a ticket yet, please consider coming for a 5-minute sit down at the last minute. Also, tickets are there. Singers still have tickets, some of which are not spoken for, and I believe the banks may still have a few tickets. And Nancy Kirkpatrick at First Methodist in the office, Nancy may have a few tickets. So let's just pack ourselves in there and have a big old Christmas time.
You know, it is so memorable when you spend an exciting event such as a Christmas event with others that you sort of share it with, even though you're all listening individually. It is a shared experience.
It is. That is such a good point, Enola. I speak every time on air. I speak about, to use your word, the magic of this many voices singing in concert. There is just nothing else like it. I love the symphony. I love to go to the symphony. I love the ballet. I love opera. Mm-hmm. I love the Broadway shows. I really do just love all of those kinds of music. When you put 80, 90, 100 voices together, particularly in a space like that sanctuary, there's just nothing else that even comes close to that feeling and that sound. And you see the people breathing with one breath, singing with one voice. Our concentration and our joy and our effort is all to bring this one message in this one song. It's remarkable. It's just remarkable.
Your singers are people who individually each love to sing, and they sing on their own, maybe in other groups or at their churches or whatever. So singing, not just music, but particularly singing, is in their lives. Maybe they sing with their families at home, just for recreation. So they are artisans, really, of this type of music, which is like speaking in a tune.
That's right. That's right. I tell the singers often that the melody brings the beauty of sound, and it provides the medium for the words, which bring the message. So when you put melody and the words, the message together, you are impacted in a way, really and truly, that nothing else impacts you. And music is, as all of the poets have said, it is the universal language. We all speak it and hear it the same way. And I dare say you will hear something this concert that you've never heard before. I can almost guarantee that. You need to hear Paul Clark play the Irish percussion. Melissa Beaulieu is going to play the penny whistle and the flute, and of course we have Deanna Spraggins, and we have Ken Hanushek, we have Denise Stewart, we have Chuck Jones playing on bass, we have Xander Smith playing his cello. It is and Hannah Kirby will be there with her fiddle to fiddle along in this Irish Celtic mode, me lads and lassies, and so it's it'll be this whole big wonderful musical experience.
What about soloists?
We have. Well, one of the things I say to my singers always, Enola, you know this, is that we have no stars in Choral Society. We have no divas. We have no divos. Every voice is as important as the next, and that is simply the truth. Having said that, we have wonderful people who step out every single concert and sing with these amazing solo voices. And this concert is no exception. You will hear a brand new soloist this concert. Vicki Smolik is singing one of our solos, glorious voice. And Waylon Jennings, yes. Not that I have country music in my background or anything. Waylon Jordan will sing. And also Sydney Hawkins will be singing as well. So...
and she's lovely and has a lovely young voice.
Oh, my goodness. It's a beautiful voice. And Waylon, of course, is that beautiful tenor on I Wonder as I Wander. Haunting, haunting song. So, yes, the soloists do add so much to the concerts. But each voice is so important.
And as we said before, these voices come from all around the Northeast Texas area and are at every Monday night rehearsal and completely dedicated to the concert. And I know the feeling is once you get one behind you, you say, whew. But then before you can turn around, you want to do the next one.
You bet. Oh, I'm right in the middle of planning for a Broadway review for spring concert. Broadway. And it'll be really different. The concert itself will look and feel different. Some costume changes, and it will feel very much like a big old show.
Wow. Well, we have just a little bit over a minute to talk. What... my question went right out of
your head. We do that, don't we?
Right at the last moment. So a Celtic Christmas. The dates?
Next weekend, the 12th and the 13th. The 12th is Saturday, one performance at 7 o'clock. The 13th, obviously, is Sunday, two performances, 2 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Make every effort to contact the singers the banks, contact Nancy at First Methodist, and we will do everything we can to find a seat for all who wish to come and hear.
And ticket prices?
Tickets are $10 across the board. No children's pricing this year because there's such limited seating. We just simply put one ticket price on all tickets.
And children are welcome.
Of course.
They need this experience.
We are trying to grow up another generation of singers, and one of the very best ways to do that is to get them to concert.
Wonderful. Cannot wait.
Oh,
I just cannot wait.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carol Allen, for sharing with us this morning.
Thank you, dear one, and we appreciate KSST always. They have been such a marvelous supporter from day one, 18 years ago.